from you. You need to be doing what you need to do now to get to your safe spot. All right, we're going to move.
Okay. Carson, yeah, good job there. Thank you so much. Significant tornado threat ongoing right now across portions of Panola County. As Carson has pointed out, here's where your significant tornado threat is located now. You have the heavy rain already in Panola County, but the tornado concern is going to be right just west of Daniels. This is going to be near Farm to Market Road 10. Farm to Market Road 10 near the Buncombe area. This is just to the east there. There's State Highway 335. This is where we have the confirmed tornado that continues to remain on the ground here at this point, and a very significant signature is being noted here on the radar. And we are also monitoring things quite closely too, because we have that tornado that is confirmed there, and there's the rotation within that storm. So this is heading up toward the Carthage area now, moving on that north and northeast path. Let me step out of the way for a second. This is the loop over the last hour. As a matter of fact, I'm going to slow this down a lot so we can just see here just in the last couple of minutes, about the last 15 minutes is what I want to see here in regards to this storm. If you got anything new, go ahead.
We've got another tornado warning.
Okay.
It is up near, just north of Marshall. I'm seeing if the, yes, right north of Nesbitt. Woodlawn, you are in the path of this. It looks like we do have at least an area where we could have some rotation. Woodlawn, Pope City, Baldwin, Karnak, Gainesville, you are all in the line for this. It is a radar indicated. We are now seeing this move. It's 9 miles north of Marshall, moving east at 30 miles an hour near Woodlawn. Okay, all right. I'm going to come back to that storm north of Marshall here in just a moment. Let me highlight this one here specifically. Just looking at the path of this storm is coming right up along Highway 84, along Highway 79 as well. There's Highway 79 that works its way, or excuse me, Highway 59 that comes out of the Carthage area. So we're looking at anywhere between Highway 315, there's Highway 79, Highway 315, Highway 59, in between those two areas, a significant concern for the tornado that is moving your way. It will be there in just a moment or so. You already have the heavier rainfall, but a significant threat for a tornado looking very likely here over this area as the tornado continues to remain on the ground at this moment, and it's working its way off to the north and to the northeast. Latest storm track. We're going to track it from right where the center of the circulation is, and as it moves northeast, this is heading at about 30 to 35 miles an hour. I believe that's what I heard them saying. Carthage, you're next in line here in just a moment at 7:47, probably even a little bit sooner than that, because as soon as I drew that, that specific warning area, we already have the circulation now coming in just south of Carthage. So this will be a very close call for the Carthage area, but most likely coming just south of the loop in Carthage, going to cross over Highway 59, going to cross over Highway 59 there as it expands off to the north and to the northeast. Let's go check on the, yes.
One thing to note here, you need to stay on, you need to stay on Carthage, of course, but the National Weather Service is now going to include Marion and Harrison County in this tornado warning. Okay, so this is the one I think Alex was just mentioning here. Okay, no, that's okay. That's okay. We're going to go highlight this one here for a moment. So this one will be north of the Marshall area. Tornado warning here until 8:15. 8:15 on this tornado warning. This is north of the city of Marshall, but continues along Highway 59 and working its way to the east here. The radar indicating some rather broad rotation here at this point, but there is a good indication there that we have something spinning in the lower levels of the atmosphere, and we are very close to the radar site here at this particular moment. The radar look here is going to be very difficult to see this particular tornado because it is heavy rain. It's going to be a rain wrap situation, and again, this is just north of Marshall near the Woodlawn area, going to be also located near the Marion and the Harrison County line, and this will continue to track off to the east and to the northeast as well. We continue to find other areas of strong thunderstorms that are passing through, but none of these are severe at this point. We are tracking 2 tornado warnings, and the main one that has been ongoing for a while
is as it started all the way back in Anderson County. Wasn't a tornado warning then, but it really did show some signs and then strengthened as it moved into Cherokee County. It's going to be this storm coming into the Carthage area. Let me widen out this view just a little bit more. So Carthage, heavy rain for you. If you have friends or family in this area, very heavy rain. Your tornado is going to be located right back in here. So this is going to cross over Highway 59 here in just a couple of moments. We look at the rotation on that storm, and you can notice that it is located right over Pleasant Ridge. Pleasant Ridge right now, still a significant wind threat, no question about it for Carthage, but the tornado threat where we could have a very dangerous, very wide, perhaps a long track tornado, as we've been tracking this for the last hour or so, moving through Pleasant Ridge at this point. Let's come in a bit closer. We'll get down to more of the street levels here, closer to where this storm is. So again, Highway 79, Farm to Market Road 2517. Seeing the very intense thunderstorm here with the tornado that continues to remain on the ground. This will also continue to track east, so this will cross over Highway 59, and this will also move toward areas like Farm to Market Road 699, County Road 3043, 3042. You are going to be next in the path of this significant tornado that is occurring over this particular region. Just looking at it from a different perspective on the wind detector, that rotation right over US Highway 59, and we can confirm that looking at our rotation detector too. This is a little bit behind, so that data is coming in as we can get it. But there's where the rotation was probably about 5-6 minutes ago. When we get the newest scan to come in, it will most likely be right along Highway 59 there at this current moment. So again, radar look for us now. It does show that we have certainly a significant threat for rotation in this thunderstorm, and the tornado warning still remains in effect here over this area, including the city of Carthage, and this tornado warning will go until 7:45. So we've got another 7 minutes left on this storm, but most likely it's going to be reissued once again for portions of Panola County, especially if you are east of Highway 79, because the tornado threat, it looks like it may have begun to slow down just a little bit. Let me show you the radar loop. Again, this is just the last 15 minutes. And you can notice the circulation, this appendage shape on the back end of this storm. Certainly a concern there for the rotation, for the tornado. And as far as we know right now, this tornado continues to remain on the ground. This storm has been on the ground what looks like for the last, say, 45 minutes to maybe even an hour or so, as it went all the way through portions of Cherokee County, then intensified a bit more near the Reclaw area, northwest Nacogdoches County, very close to the Cushing area, came into Mount Enterprise, where we have confirmed reports of major damage there as well, and now moving out and moving through Rusk County and now into Panola County primarily. Storm has already passed through Clayton, and now moving into the Pleasant Ridge vicinity here at this current moment. There's the updated look at the wind detector. Again, we are watching for the tightening of the red and the greens, the winds that are moving toward the radar site in this direction, and then winds coming away from the radar site. And this is where our good indication of the rotation in this storm is, and that is now located right over Highway 79. And the Weather Service now putting out a new tornado warning just because how slow the storm is moving. That's this newer polygon. There's several out here, but this one goes until 8:30. So the original one that included southwest Panola County will be allowed to expire at 7:45. The new one until 8:30. Carson, go ahead.
Okay, so the National Weather Service just issued a new tornado warning that's going to run through 8:30, and that's going to encompass some of Louisiana as well. But at 7:39, a confirmed large and extremely dangerous tornado was located over Carthage, moving northeast at 30 miles per hour. But on that note, with the location of the storm, one of our partners at the National Weather Service said tornado is likely crossing US 59 now just to the south of Carthage, but Carthage is currently seeing some large hail. as well. And one thing to note, meteorologist term here, Marcus will explain this, tornado debris signature becoming more well-defined.
Okay. I have said Highway 79, and I'm meaning to say 59, so please forgive me here. We've been pointing out the storm south of Carthage. 79 runs west to east into the city. We are talking about the storm that is south of Carthage along U.S. Highway 59. That rotation signature certainly even tighter for us now. And as Carson mentioned there, the tornado debris signature beginning to show itself here at this point. What we are looking for is a drop in the what we call correlation coefficient values, a big term. Essentially, we're looking for some of the values that are getting closer and closer to zero. And when we get areas of lighter colors like this and essentially near blue, not all of this represents a tornado on the ground, but closer amounts like this, that certainly is a good indication that rotation and a confirmed tornado is being picked up. And even just from looking from a radar standpoint too, that the concern here also is that we probably have debris that is being picked up in this storm. So what may look like precipitation actually might be debris getting lifted up into the thunderstorm, and it comes back on the radar as precipitation. But that's why we look at several different layers, several different factors into this inside the storm for us to get a good and better handle on what's actually taking place. So let me redraw again. Carthage, the tornado threat now to your southeast. It is now east of Highway 59. Moving right along Farm to Market Road, 2517, east of Pleasant Ridge, near the Antioch area. We are on track to head toward Deadwood here within the next, say, probably 15, maybe 20 minutes. Here's the storm track once again. Actually, let me widen out the view just a little bit more. We're still moving at about 30 miles an hour, or has that updated?
It's been 30 to up to 45 miles an hour. So
okay.
Yeah, latest was 30.
Okay, let's go. We'll put it at about 30 because the storm certainly looks like it may be slowing down just a tad. Most of the cities here are going to be over into Louisiana, but let me reset this here. That way we can get a better handle on some of the smaller communities that we have here in East Texas. And there it is there. We'll let this populate up and I'll call some of these areas out. But you notice here near Hudson, Mass, you're in line for this could be potentially a deadly tornado. It's right near Antioch, Hudson, Mass, coming up here within the next 10 minutes. Deadwood at about 7:59. So we still have some time because the storm is moving overall relatively slow, but moving toward Midyet and also near Centennial, and will continue to head over into the parishes there of Louisiana after about the 8 o'clock hour. But in the short term, eastern Panola County certainly need to be keeping a close eye on this storm. You need to be in your safety area now. Alex and Carson have both really stressed and emphasized the importance on where that area needs to be. Lowest level, away from outer walls, in the most interior room. Cover your head. Bike helmets will be great. Anything to protect yourself from flying debris, because that flying debris will come very fast, and that certainly is going to be a more significant concern for us. Okay, there's the radar presentation. Certainly a very concerning one. Let me bring it over to Carson there. Carson, that small area of precipitation near Antioch, I mean, that has to be debris. That's away. That's away from the storm.